Okay, in this video I'm going to go over the outsourced staff page so you can see exactly what's what with this page. Now, as you can see here, as the name suggests, of course, we've got all of our outsourced workers listed on the page, and as we add more, it goes on over onto various pages. So let's take a look at one of the first features we have on the page here, and that is exporting and deleting your staff workers. Now, to export and delete, it's very easy. Whatever you want to do, you just check that box. Let's say we're going to export this person's details, so we check the export box there, and then we hit the export CSV file. So that's going to basically export a spreadsheet document for us, and we'll have that as a permanent record. That's one of the things that this page can do for us. We can also see when they joined, it gives us the quality score that we gave them. So let's say, for example, they completed an assignment for us and we was really pleased with it. We can actually mark that with our own impression of it, whether we thought it was good, excellent, outstanding, or whatever. And of course we have the staff profile button here, so just click on that, and that then takes us to a page with all the details that they've already entered. So for example, here we can see what country they're in, their date format, what their hourly rate is, and as I mentioned in a previous video, you can actually change that rate to whatever it is you want that to be, whether it's hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, per project, or something else entirely different. We can also see any other background details they've added too. Now here's where you add the quality notes. Now we can have, we've got outstanding, excellent, good, poor, or whatever it might be. You can also add in your own comment as well. And then on the right hand side here, we can obviously see their login details. And then if we go down the page a bit further here, we can kind of dig into more details. For example, here we can actually give them new assignments to complete. Their agreed cost, well, that's dependent upon whatever you set up here. What is the hourly rate in this case? So let's take another look at that. So we can also set them a deadline. We just click on there, there's a calendar comes up, we can give them a deadline on that project. Now we can also see from here the live assignments they have ongoing at the moment, and we can see their agreed costs, what those deadlines are. And also from here, if we look underneath, we've got two important links. We've got a link for notes and a link for files. Now with the notes, what can happen here is you can actually add a message to that particular assignment whilst it's live. So here you can add a private note to the assignment, and that will actually appear on the assignment itself. In addition to that, your outsourced worker or your staff member is going to be getting an email message telling them that there's basically a note from you to go and read. So all they would then do is they would log into their side of OutVeo and read the note. And here you can actually continue a conversation with them as well. So also, what do we have? Well, we've got files. Now this is really important here because you can actually attach files to particular assignments. So in this case here, there isn't any on any of the assignments here, but if I wanted to attach a file to an assignment, all I do is just click on files. And here we have a pop-up window up here. All I'm going to do then is just literally upload the file, give the file a title, or rather choose the file, give the file a title, and then upload it. And that file will then be attached to that particular live assignment. So there we have it. This is just a quick overview of that particular page, but if we go down the page a bit further still, we can also see that the completed assignments that require payment, and they haven't actually completed anything that requires payment yet, but this is a really good way of seeing straight away if you owe them anything, if you owe them any payment. We can also see the completed assignments too. So let's just scroll back up the page here. I just want to draw your attention to something on the home page as well that's very important. This is also covered in another video, but I'll just quickly go over it here. So if we go back to the home page and I scroll down the page here, we can see work in progress and who's working on it and the agreed cost. So all of these pieces of information, they're all tied in together. And I showed you just a moment ago the area on the page where it lists out what projects are due for payment. Well, obviously that's going to appear here as well, and you can see exactly what's going on. Now let's say, for example, we've got this project here which is Get Authority Backlinks using Market Samurai by Peter Campbell here, who's completed the work. It's now due for payment. we've got their agreed cost here is £80 sterling, and to pay them all we're going to do is just click on Pay Now button, and that's taking us to their staff profile page, as you can see here. And along the bottom things have changed a little bit because we owe this person some money basically. So this part here has changed. We've got completed assignments that require payment. Previously I showed you an example where there wasn't any. Now we have some to pay. Scroll down the page here and we can actually see the completed assignments. Now with those completed assignments you also have an archive record of all the notes and files associated with that particular outsourced assignment or project. So in this case here the assignment was keyword research. If I click on files, that's now going to open up here and we can see there's the file that was uploaded, which is a charts.jpg file which can be downloaded just by clicking on it. So that's giving us the file name, and then obviously that's the file description. So when all these things are added in, you've got an archive record of every single project that person has carried out during the time they've worked for you. And of course whenever you make any changes on this page you can just click this button here that saves all assignments. Okay, so that gives you a good overview of the outsourced staff page. Okay, so thanks very much and speak to you again very soon.